Life after a cancer diagnosis. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. Well, I haven't done a video on cancer in a little while, and I was doing quite a few when my husband was first diagnosed with cancer, and then through his journey through chemotherapy, and what a journey it had been. And I just kind of wanted to update y'all on, the cancer journey that we as a family have been through due to my husband's diagnosis and how he's doing. And I know that there are other people going through a cancer diagnosis or having journeyed that journey or have someone that they know is journeying that journey. There's different kinds of cancer. There's different kinds of solutions. There's not necessarily a one-size-shoe-fits-all cancer diagnosis solution. And my husband had a pretty aggressive form of cancer. He had lymphoma, and it was mainly located in several different spots of his body, but there was a big mass next to his heart and his lungs. They could not operate, and they could not do radiation. So the only option was chemotherapy, which then we followed up with a very, I don't want to say strict diet, but a very, I guess you could call it a strict diet that I kind of built around my husband, that was built around everything or a lot of what I had read online about healthy nutrition for going through cancer and after cancer. And I talked about that in a lot of other videos, so I'm not going to talk about what we ate, what we didn't eat. And remember, there's not a one-size-shoe-fits-all. Everyone is different. And so, what works for us may not work for someone else, and what works for someone else may not work for us. So everyone's got to find out what's right for them. And, and most likely talk to their doctor about it if it's the right way to go. And so we went with a very holistic approach after the chemotherapy was complete. And I have to say the chemo was very, very, very rough. He had a very high dosage, extended period of time of chemo. And he had the typical chemo side effects. And it was a very scary time for us as a family because, well, we didn't know. We didn't know what the outcome was going to be, what was going to happen. It was very, very scary. And then, as many of you know, and I did videos on it, when I took sick, and we believe it was an allergic reaction. And I was sick for about 2 months, mainly abdominal. It was abdominal, and I talked about that in other videos. What we felt, we felt that caused it, and but now I'm doing wonderful, and I hope I stay wonderful. And my husband is doing wonderful. His hair all grew back, and most of the side effects that he experienced are gone, except he does have neuropathy and his hands and feet. You would never know it because he plays golf and exercises, so you would never know it by looking at him. But he does have significant neuropathy, numbness and tingling in his feet and his hands. And yet he's fully functioning and doing super. He's such an inspiration. He battled this thing so bravely. I called him my brave soldier. And it was a very difficult and very scary time. And he never showed that he was scared, but I most certainly know I was scared during that time. And then when I took sick, it was like a double whammy. And so it was a very difficult and challenging time. So it's very important that the caregiver, or the person that's standing next to the person who's going through the cancer diagnosis, it's very important that the caregiver take care of themselves so that they're healthy for themselves, and yet they're able to be there effectively for the person that is going through the cancer. And so we are doing super. We pray we continue to do super. I periodically have updated you all, and so I thought, well, I would update you all on, what we've, the journey that we have been on. And like I said, my husband is doing super. He's playing golf, and we're just kind of back to our life. So there is life after cancer. It changes you because you never, ever take anything for granted, any day for granted. Not that we ever did, and yet it makes you more highly alert and highly tuned to life in general and your own life and taking care of your body and just keeping your hope and your faith and right doctors and right medical people in your life and looking at all the options and having someone there to advocate for you. I was my husband's advocate, and he has been my advocate in my life. And so, and surrounding yourself with supportive people, whether they're family, friends, or people that you meet in a group setting that are going through similar types of situations. It might be a church that is very supportive. And so find people that will support you and be there for you. Okay? I wish you great health, and may God bless you, and I hope to talk to you all soon again. Bye-bye.